or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
And hello, everybody, and good morning as we welcome you into our live stream. Roosevelt University softball, Roosevelt against Holy Family here this morning from Melbourne, Florida. And due to the length of a previous game, the Roosevelt Holy Family matchup will start just a few minutes late. And so I see the umpire starting to gather at home plate, so it should not be too long. I estimate around 11:20 Central Time or 11:25 is when we'll have the first pitch. So we will be back shortly for that. So we thank you for your patience. Wanted to alert you that we are on the air, and we will be with you in a few short minutes for Roosevelt University softball. So we hope you'll stay with us as we get ready for softball. Roosevelt against Holy Family University, and we'll see you in a few moments.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. encourage them to see a doctor, or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The following is a presentation of Roosevelt University Athletics. This is Roosevelt University Softball. From the U.S. SSA Space Coast Complex in Melbourne, Florida. This morning it is Roosevelt University Softball, as today it is a softball doubleheader. Game 1 today, a split doubleheader. We'll have another game coming up later on this afternoon, but for the first game today, it is the Roosevelt University Lakers against the Holy Family University Lightning. Hi again, everybody, and I should say Holy Family University Tigers. Hi again, everybody, and good morning. I'm Tom Westenfeld. Great to have you along with us here. We are about to start the ball game as we come on the air. Just about 5 minutes late due to the length of a previous game on the diamond they are using. As again, throughout the week, as we have been calling the game remotely. Dreary skies outside here, our Chicago area studio, as the temperature cloudy and 35 degrees, and meanwhile it is sunny and 67 in Florida. Not nearly as windy as the first few days. So here we go now, as it'll be for the Lakers. Ella Dvorak leading it off, and we're underway here this morning. Lakers have won 4 of their first 6 games in the tournament so far, as Ella Dvorak leading it off here for the Lakers. We'll run down the batting order as soon as we get a chance. As here comes the 0-1, bunted to the left of the circle. Glove there at third base. Quick throw to first, and that'll be in time for the out. So 1 up and 1 down here for the Lakers in the first inning on the 5-3 putout. That'll bring up now Athena Pomeli-Penn. Athena's had a great tournament so far. Looking to extend that here today. 4 more games for the Lakers over the next 2 days. As there's a swing and a high fly ball. Short right field. That's going to be actually classified as a pop-up and caught at second base for the out. And so there are now 2 down in the inning. So 2 away, and that will leave it up now to as the first pitch here will miss outside, and it is 1 ball, no strikes the count. As it is now Kendall Pearson batting here for the Lakers. So Pearson, left-handed batter, awaits. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike called on the outside edge. So now the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. It's Kinsley Hall in the circle today for Holy Family. Sophomore from Frankfort, Delaware. As there's an inside-out swing and a pitch that rode inside, and it's going to be fouled off to the left side out of play. So we play here in the top of the first inning. No score. First 2 batters for the Lakers retired. The Lakers so far a great start to this event over the first few days with 4 games remaining. Holy Family coming in at 4-8 on the year. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 frame, and the inning comes to a close. So after 1/2 inning, the score is Roosevelt 0. Holy Family coming to bat. Your tune to Roosevelt University Softball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court.
The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Katie Lezzie will be in the circle this morning for the Lakers. Morning here in the Central Time Zone. Afternoon from where our video feed originates. And leading it off, it'll be Riley Hobel now for Holy Family as we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score. And now the umpire calling time as we'll have, I believe, a brief pitcher-catcher meeting for the Lakers before we commence with the bottom of the first inning. These two teams met earlier in the week in a great ball game. Lakers won in their last at-bat, winning 4-3. Lakers will play Walsh today. Later on, that'll be a 3:45 Central Time start. And then two more tomorrow against Thomas More and Tiffin before they call it a week and head back home. All right, Luzzy, the right-hander now, into the wind. And the first pitch of the bottom of the first. Floating in there, called strike, and it's 0-1. Hobel, right-handed batter standing in. Madison Grubb will be the second batter in the order for Holy Family. As here's the 0-1, missed just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hobel, right-handed batter, stands in. Has a .273 average for the season. And here comes the 1-1. Off speed and on the inner half, called strike to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Hobel steps out of the box, now back in with a 1-2 count. Luzzy, the right-hander, rocks into the windup and then fires, and it'll be a little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luzzy checks the wristband, now back on the pitching rubber. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bit of a heater and a bit low and inside, so that'll run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We play in the bottom of the first inning. Lakers were retired without scoring in the top half of the frame. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch. Riser high, ball 4, and so Hobel is aboard with a leadoff walk. So that's the way the ball game begins offensively for Holy Family, and that'll bring to the plate Madison Grubb. Grubb, right-handed batter, stands in, resting the bat on her right shoulder, now holds it aloft. And the first pitch, squared to bunt, pulled the bat back. The pitch was a heater that came in upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Grubb, a .250 hitter on the year, has a home run and 5 runs batted in. 1-0 the count to Grubb, 1 on and nobody out, bottom of the first inning. The wind and the pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air, down the right field line, curling to foul territory. That is out of frame of our video feed and looks like it's been signaled as out of play. So we'll move to a 1-1 count. All right, Luzzy ready to go. The 1-1. bunted, and it'll spin a little bit up the first base line, and no play available. Both Libby Kraitkus, the catcher, and Luzzy were converging on the ball. First baseman Bryn Dvorak was also there, but by the time they were all able to reach the ball, there was no play, so a bunt single. Hobel goes to second on the play. And here now is Alexis Letizia. Letizia this year, a .212 hitter, has driven in 5. And a chance potentially to drive in a run. Golf swing and a fly ball fairly deep center field. And that will be caught. Great reach back there on the catch in center field by Kendall Pearson for the out. Sparkling play defensively. And one away in the inning. And now here's Emma Claiborne. Well, that ball had some carry to it. Initially, I wasn't sure when it came off the bat that it would go as far as it did. But now here's Claiborne to the plate. Did not see Claiborne in the first game between these two teams earlier on this week. Has a 158 average for the season. So 2 aboard as the first pitch to Claiborne, missing outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Claiborne, right-handed batter, steps out of the box. And now back into the box, and the next pitch will be down and in. And so that'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. Lindsay Gorka awaiting on deck now for Holy Family. Here comes the 2-0. That'll be down and away, 3 balls and no strikes the count. Have the benefit today of an operational scoreboard as well, which hasn't always been the case during the week. It depends on which diamond the teams are playing on. Here comes the 3-0. A miss here will load the bases. The pitch coming in a knee-high called strike to make it 3-1 for Claiborne. Claiborne out of the box, looks down at third base, now back and ready to go. Has an angled stance, front foot just inside the front left corner of the batter's box as Claiborne, as we said, a right-handed batter. 3-1, jammed, and a 2-hopper to third base. Glove there, force at third, throw across the diamond, and that'll be a double play, and the trend continues defensively. We've had many, many double plays during this week, and a 5-3 double play there closes out the inning. That went right to Athena Pomeli-Penn at third, and the inning comes to a close. So in the inning, Holy Family threatens but does not score. No runs in the inning, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on base, and after 1 complete, no score between Roosevelt and Holy Family. You're tuned to Roosevelt University Softball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Good defensive work by both teams in the first inning as we have a scoreless ball game heading to the top of the second now. And it'll be Bryn Dvorak to lead it off here for the Lakers. As Kinsley Hall getting ready to go to work here in the second inning. First pitch from Hall, and that'll be a riser up high, and so 1 ball and no strikes for Hall. It'll be Bryn Dvorak, Caitlin Williams, and then Bianca Gallegos due up in this inning. Lakers were retired in order in the first frame. Next pitch, strike called on the outside edge. That pitch barely caught the outside corner. I mean, barely. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Batting 7th today for the Lakers will be Isis Enriquez, followed by Libby Kraitkus, the catcher, and then Raina Hilliard will be batting in the number 9 spot. There's a swing and a bouncer to the left side. Gloved it short, throw to first base in time for the out. It's Kylie Jones at short and one away in the inning. So here's Caitlin Williams. Williams, left-handed batter, stands deep in the batter's box. Lakers still working on getting their first base runner of the ball game as the first pitch down and away, 1-0 here. Bright sunshine, a few clouds drifting out beyond center field as we look in on the action in Melbourne, Florida. There's a bunt, and it'll spin foul just to the left of home plate. So now a ball and a strike here for Caitlin Williams. Caitlin coming in at 179 average, has a home run and 7 runs batted in. Correction, no home runs and 1 run batted in and 7 total bases. 1 ball, 1 strike the count, and the pitch. High and away, so we'll move to 2-1. Lakers as a team coming into the game at a 240 average. Team on base percentage at 304. Hall into the wind and the pitch. Down and away. And then he'll run it down to 3-1. So a miss here from Hall, and the Lakers will be able to pick up their first base runner of the game. So we play here in the top half of inning number 2. Lakers will play Walsh later on today for the 3rd time this week. Those two teams have split their first 2 games as the 3-1, and that will be down low ball 4, and so Williams is aboard. Well, with the angle of the camera that we watch from was blocked by the catcher and the umpire, and Kalen went to first base in a dead-out sprint. I thought for a moment there might have been contact with the ball, but that didn't happen. Here now is Bianca Gallegos for the Lakers. Left-handed batter takes the first pitch, and it'll be a strike. So the Lakers, their first base runner of the ball game. Gallegos at 222 on the year, has 3 runs batted in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Missing outside, runner going, throw to second base, and out is the call. Close play there. And we're going to have a discussion here. Caitlin Williams remains standing at second base, and because she's still there, I thought for a second maybe we had the call wrong, but it certainly looked like the out signal from the umpire near second base. Discussion continuing, and now the umpires will confer here. So Michelle Alexander wanting the umpires to confer. And the runner will be out. So 2-6 on the caught stealing. And they're now 2 away in the inning. And Gallegos will bat with the bases empty. The wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And so a promising inning goes by the boards for the Lakers. So in the inning for the Lakers, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk and none left on base. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. It is Roosevelt nothing, Holy Family nothing. This is Roosevelt University softball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court.
The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
We move to the bottom of the second inning. No score in this game. And it will be Lindsey Gorka to lead it off here for Holy Family. Gorka, the sophomore from Levittown, Pennsylvania, now stands into the batter's box. There was a brief meeting in the pitcher circle for the Lakers, but now we're ready to go. Katie Luzzy into the wind. Here's the first pitch at the bottom of the second inning. Off speed and in for a called strike. That was right down the middle, 0-1. Gorka, right-handed batter, stands in. Gorka this year, a .333 average. And the pitch. Chopper over the right half of the circle. Diving attempt at second base, but it scoots into right center field. And so it'll be a leadoff single here for Gorka. So that's the second hit of the game for the Tigers. And that'll bring to the plate Kylie Jones. Jones at .286 on the year, has a home run and 3 runs batted in. Has a .318 on base percentage. Left-handed batter awaits, and the first pitch. A bunt attempt, and it'll be missed, and so it'll be a strike. Well, that pitch had movement on it, and that movement caused the ball to dive below the bat. And so no balls and a strike here for Kylie Jones. We play in the bottom of the second inning, no score. Roosevelt and Holy Family for the second time this week. Lakers defeating Holy Family earlier on this week, swinging a fly ball. Right center field, Kendall Pearson back toward the track, and then will one-hop the fence in right center field in the gap. Runner rounding third, and Gorka scores, and it's a 3-base hit here for Kylie Jones, and Holy Family out to a 1-0 lead. So Jones with an RBI triple, and 2 batters in. Holy Family has the first run of the game on the board. That'll bring up now Gabrielle Wiley. Wiley, the senior from Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, steps in. First pitch coming in from Luzzy, and that'll be a strike on the inside edge, 0-1. I thought that was going to be a ball, but waited, and the delayed right arm went up for the called strike, so it's 0-1. Rachel Allen will be the number 8 hitter, and then Jaden Kelly will be the number 9 hitter in the Holy Family order. 1-0 Holy Family the lead. Pitch here, low and inside to make it 1-1. Holy Family with the triple now with 3 hits in the game here in the early going. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the delivery. Chopper to third base. Quick look back at the runner at third, and then the throw to first in time for the out. So Pamela Penn looking the runner back and then firing to first for the 5-3 putout. 1 away in the inning now for Rachel Allen. And the first pitch to the right-handed hitter will be a little bit low, 1 ball, no strikes. Allen, the right fielder, waggles the bat over the right shoulder and awaits the 1-0 offering from Katie Luzzy. The pitch, inside-out swing, the pitch coming in, fielded by Dvorak at first, throw to the plate, and the run will score as the ball was dropped there by Libby Krakus. And so it's a 2-0 lead. I believe that'll be scored a fielder's choice. And the run coming in as Kylie Jones scores to make it a 2-0 Holy Family lead. That'll bring up Jaden Kelly now. First pitch here, another inside-out swing, sliced down the right field line, and that'll be a foul ball. Well, Kelly got around on that one a little late, but made really good contact. And Allen does get credit for the RBI on the fielder's choice. And still only 1 away in the inning. No balls and a strike to Jaden Kelly, the number 9 hitter in the order. There's a bunt, and it'll spin foul just to the right of home plate. And Kelly, I believe, will be ruled out after having been hit by the ball while out of the batter's box. So that, I think, will go 2 unassisted on the putout, if memory serves. And we head back to the top of the order. 2 away in the inning now. Batter's interference was the official call. And the first pitch here will be down and in, 1 ball, no strikes to Riley Hobel. Hobel walked and then was out at third base later in the first inning. So a 2-0 ball game, Holy Family with a lead. Here's the pitch from Luzzy. And it misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Madison Grubb will be next to bat here if the inning continues for the Holy Family Tigers. Here's the 2-0. Off speed, but in there, called strike. Hobel out of the box, now back in. And the 2-1. That was a heater down low and away. 3 balls and a strike. So Luzzy in danger of issuing a walk here that would put 2 runners on and a runner in scoring position. 2-0, Holy Family the lead, bottom of the second inning. The pitch jammed and pulled foul to the left side of home plate. Hobel out of the batter's box, takes a couple of practice swings, now back in. Hobel coming into the game, 3rd highest average on the team for Holy Family at .273. Swinging a grounder over the right half of the circle, gloved at second, flipped to second for 1, and that'll all that they will need as it's a force play on a 4-6 force play to end the inning. Ground ball there almost directly at Hilliard at second base. And Hilliard flipping to the shortstop, Enriquez, and that'll end the inning. But damage done for Holy Family as they pick up 2 runs in the frame, and we head to the third. It's Holy Family 2, Roosevelt nothing. This is Roosevelt University softball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
All right, we head to the top of the third inning, and the Lakers now trailing by a score of 2-0. It'll be Isis Enriquez to start it off here now for the Lakers. As it'll be Enriquez, Krakis, and Hilliard due up here for RU. So Kinsley Hall now into the circle here for Holy Family, having been staked to a 2-0 lead, looking for an early shutdown inning. First pitch here, a wave and a miss, and it's 0-1. Enriquez out of the box, now back in. Isis this year, a 132 hitter, has 5 total bases on the year here, and still fairly early going in the season. There's a riser high to make it 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike as Hall steps back off the pitching rubber, now back and ready to go. And the pitch. It's a changeup in for a called strike. Well-placed pitch there by Kinsley Hall, and the count goes to 1-2. Hall this year, 1-3, coming in with a 3.06 ERA in 32 innings pitched. Allowing 34 hits, 25 runs, 14 earned, walking 3, striking out 40. There's a ball pulled down the left field line, foul, and so we'll hold it a ball and 2 strikes. Lakers looking for their 5th win of the week They have won their last 2 games. There's a swing and a miss. Ball low and outside, and it looked like there Enriquez tried to hold up and could not do so and went around. And then it was a drop third, and the tag applied there at home plate. So 1 away in the inning on the strikeout by Isis Enriquez. That'll bring to the plate Libby Krakus. Krakus this year a .214 average. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. All right, here's the wind and the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Thought I might have heard a little click there in my headset, but it'll go as a swinging strike. And either way, the count would have gone to no balls and a strike. Raina Hilliard next, then we'll recycle back to the top of the order as we play here in the top of the 3rd inning. And a 2-0 lead here for Holy Family. There's a wave and a miss. And so now 0-2 here to Libby Krakus. Krakus out of the box, now back in. Libby, the freshman from Crete, Illinois. Back in the batter's box, and the delivery way upstairs. So the at-bat continues on a 1-2 count. Krakus again out of the box, now back in and ready to go. And the 1-2. Down and in. And that'll square it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lakers, as we said, have 1 game coming up today at 3:45 p.m. and then 2 more tomorrow. Those will be a late afternoon and early evening starts at 3:45 and 6 p.m. Central Time tomorrow to wrap up the Florida swing for the Lakers. Here's the 2-2. Off the outside edge, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lakers in search of their first hit. They've had 1 base runner on the walk to Caitlin Williams back in the 2nd inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on base here in the 3rd for Roosevelt. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And so that winds up to be a strikeout. 4th of the game for Kinsley Hall. And there are now 2 down in the inning. And that'll leave it up to Raina Hilliard. Raina this year at a 143 average. Has drawn 4 walks so far this season as the first pitch up and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Appeal to the infield umpire who says no swing. There was a bit of an effort to swing there by Hilliard, but I think she was able to clearly check that swing in time, so 1 ball to no strikes. Hall trying to work on a 1-2-3 inning here. It would be her 2nd of the game. Swinging a fly ball, medium deep left field, curling toward the corner, and that ball will be caught in left field to end the inning. That ball drifting toward foul territory. Kelly in left field able to make the grab, and that'll end the frame. So in the inning for the Lakers, no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd, and it stays Holy Family 2, Roosevelt nothing. You are tuned to Roosevelt University Softball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court.
The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a 3rd-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We head to the bottom of the third inning. Madison Grubb leading it off now for Holy Family in the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Grubb 1 for 1 with a single back in the first inning. Holy Family not able to score in the first, but they were able to put across 2 runs in the second inning. There's a swing and a line drive fouled on the right field line. So 1-1 here now to Madison Grubb. It'll be Grubb, Letizia, and Claiborne due up here for Holy Family now in their half of the third inning. Tigers with 3 hits so far in the game. Lakers are still in search of their first hit. They've, as we noted at the end of the last half inning, they have had 1 base runner, that courtesy of a walk. There's a changeup and missed a little bit low, maybe a little bit outside as well. So 2-1 now for Madison Grubb. And the pitch. This is hit well to left center field. Back deep toward the power alley, toward the fence. Then a one-hop the fence as it landed on the warning track. And Madison Grubb with a 2-base hit. That ball was hammered. You knew right away when it came off the bat it would go a long way, and that it did. And so Madison Grubb with a 2-base hit to start it off. And Grubb is now halfway to a cycle, and that'll bring up to the plate Alexis Letizia. That ball was crushed, and when it was at its apex, I thought it might have a chance to go out. Here's Letizia now, who flied to center field. Retired on a fine play by Kendall Pearson in center. So she's 0 for 1, and there's a floater that'll drop into left field for a base hit. And the runner holding up at third base is Grubb. Now at third, back-to-back hits as Letizia is at first base. And that will bring to the plate now Emma Claiborne. And Holy Family with a promising start. They're in business here in the bottom half of the third inning. All right, Coach Michelle Alexander, it appears, now talking to the umpire. And will we have a pitching change? It appears we will. So, pitching change on the way for the Lakers. We'll step aside, take a quick break, tell you more after we return. This is Roosevelt University Softball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
So Riley Sarnecki coming out in relief now here for the Lakers. As Katie Luzzy lifted after going 2+ innings, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, and walking 1. And Luzzy is responsible for the runners on base here, so her official pitching line is not yet complete. So here's Riley Sarnecki, and it'll be Emma Claiborne, the first batter that Riley faces. Riley, the freshman from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, into the circle and now deals, and the first pitch will be low for ball 1. Claiborne 0 for 1, hitting into that nicely turned 5-3 double play back in the first inning. I think this is off certainly off my memory and unofficial, I think now that's 6 double plays we've seen during the week thus far. 1-0, high and away, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 Holy Family, and the Tigers looking for more here as we play in the bottom half of the third inning. Important right now for the Lakers to try to stay reasonably close. Do not want to let the game get out of hand at this point. 2-0, missing down and in, 3 balls, no strikes. Lindsey Gorka would be next and will bat. Question is whether it will be with the bases loaded. Nobody out in the inning. Here's the 3-0. Missing inside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk issued here. And so Claiborne is aboard at first base. And that'll bring to the plate Lindsey Gorka. Gorka has a single and a run scored today. Scored the first run of the game for Holy Family. Right-handed batter stands in, and a chance to do major damage here. The bases are loaded, nobody out. Great opportunity here as the Lakers are in a jam. First pitch high, 1-0 here for Gorka. Well, so far, Riley Sarnecki coming in and has not yet been able to hit the strike zone. Has missed on all 5 pitches. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And that'll be in for a strike on the outer half. Was just about to say before that pitch, if I'm hitting, the approach would be don't swing until you get a strike. Have a strike thrown because, again, location problems making themselves apparent here, at least in the early going for Riley Sarnecki. Here's the wind of the 1-1. And that'll miss upstairs, 2-1 now. Riley gathering herself back of the pitching rubber. Now back on the pitcher's plate, as I remember it being referred to in my youth. There's a swing and a line drive, cued into right field for a base hit. 1 run is in, second runner coming in, throw to the plate, sweep tag by Krakis, and the runner is out. So Letizia trying to score is out, as Grubb did score to make it 3-0. And then Letizia out for the first out of the inning. Gorka with the RBI single. And on the play, Claiborne going to second. So a 3-0 lead, but an out on the bases here, and that'll bring to the plate Kylie Jones. There's a swing and a pop foul left side out of play. 0-1 the count here to Jones, who had an RBI triple and then a run scored back in the second inning. That'll be a 9-2 putout, by the way. Great throw coming in from right field from Ella Dvorak. And a great sweep tag as well by Libby Krakis for the out. And that throw actually was there in plenty of time. There's a pop foul left of home plate out of play. 0-2 now to Jones. Well, with the out on the bases now, the Lakers do have a chance here to perhaps keep the damage here to a minimum in the inning. Strikeout would go a long way here towards accomplishing that goal. No balls, 2 strikes here to the left-handed hitting Kylie Jones. Gabrielle Wiley will be next as the next pitch will fouled up the left side and out of play. So we hold at no balls and 2 strikes. Great to have you along with us wherever you may be as we hit the noon hour in the Central Time Zone as we hold fourth. In Arlington Heights, Illinois, there's a swing and a miss. And a huge strikeout there for Riley Sarnecki. 2 away in the inning, and that'll leave it up now to Gabrielle Wiley. Wiley's 0 for 1, grounding out to third base first time up. Another important at bat here now defensively for the Lakers. First pitch is in there. Called strike on the inner half. Rachel Allen would be next if the inning continues for Holy Family. No balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. You could hear that ball really pop into the catcher's mitt of Libby Krakus there. And so now Wiley is in a 0-2 count. If you're the hitter here, you got to be kind of guessing a little bit. Let's see if Krakus sets up outside now. Here's the delivery, and the pitch came inside, and it's fouled off. And we'll hold it, no balls and 2 strikes. Well, I thought that would be kind of an outside offering, but that didn't happen. And now let's see if this one comes in a little bit maybe outside. No balls, 2 strikes here to Gabrielle Wiley. A run in, 2-way in the inning. Holy Family, the 3-0 lead. The pitch. That one does go outside and just off the outside corner. So 1-2. Well, with a foul ball on the previous pitch, you kind of get a little bit of a second chance, if you will. And you can have still an 0-2 waste pitch. And now here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss at the ball low in the zone. Strike 3, and Zarnecki gets out of the jam, and Holy Family has to settle for 1. Well, they had the bases loaded with nobody out, but they had just 1 run come across the plate. As in the inning for Holy Family, they pick up a run in the frame on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base, and we go top 4 with a score. Holy Family 3, Roosevelt nothing. You are tuned to Roosevelt University Softball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court.
The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Top of the order due up as we head to the middle frame here. As the Lakers now trailing at 3-0. Kinsley Hall into the circle now, ready to go for Holy Family. And here's the wind in the first pitch. And that'll be a topper up the left side foul. It was a chopper and a topper. And it's a foul ball 0-1 here to Ella Dvorak. Ella moving up on the box, caught the top half of the ball with the bottom part of the bat. So it was a topper and a chopper, as we said. No balls and a strike here. Dvorak 0 for 1, grounding out to third base first time up. Here's the 0-1. Jammed and rolled toward the right side of the infield. Fielded at first, second baseman covering, and not in time. Well, good effort there defensively. As that ball was really a slow roller to the right side. Wiley at second covered the bag as it was Gorka coming into field, but the Lakers have their first hit of the ball game. Here's Athena Pomeli-Penn. Squaring the bunt. The pitch was way upstairs for a ball. Throw to second base as the runner going. And out is the call at second. Or now is it reversed and is it safe? We can see the players are a little bit confused here. I can see Michelle Alexander, just by your body language, is confused. And now the umpires again will converge here and confer. Well, this is going to be interesting. So the umpire is talking it over. And the discussion continuing. We are in the top of the fourth inning. Roosevelt with a... Well, we thought we'd have a runner at second base, but now Dvorak is called out, caught stealing for the first out of the inning. And now an argument ensuing here. Well, maybe not an argument, but certainly kind of an emphatic discussion going on between Coach Alexander and the umpire. Coach Alexander getting in her 2 cents, and now we're ready to resume. So here's Athena Pomeli-Penn now batting with a 1-0 count. And here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball that was toward the outer edge of the plate, so 1 ball, 1 strike. That is the second out on the bases today for the Lakers. The second caught stealing at second base, and both were somewhat controversial calls. Pomeli-Penn taking, and that'll be a strike on the inner half. 1-2. That's a wide strike zone there. So a ball and 2 strikes the count. And that was a 2-6 put out on the caught stealing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Pomeli-Penn taking high. 2-2 here. Pomeli-Penn out of the box, now back in. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. There's the pitch, swung on and hit in the air well, but to center field, and the ball will be caught there as drifting to her left was Hobel in center field for the out. So 2 away in the inning, and that'll leave it up now to Kendall Pearson. Pearson 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout back in the first inning. 2 out, nobody on base, top of 4. Lakers trailing it here 3-0. The pitch, high and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, the pitching line is now closed for Katie Luzzy. 2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walking 1 and not striking out a batter. There's a swing and a pop foul left side, home plate. And so now Pearson in a 1-1 count. Well, the Lakers had a walk in the second inning. That was Caitlin Williams, who was then out trying to steal. And then Ella Dvorak leading it off here with the infield single. And she was out at second, trying to swipe the base as the next pitch, a heater missing inside. Did not miss hitting Pearson by much, but she was able to jump out of the way. The count 2-1. Hall back on the rubber in the circle here for Holy Family. The wind and the pitch. Fouled back out of play, and that will square the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We play in the 4th, 3-0 in favor of Holy Family. Holy Family with 6 hits in the game to the Lakers 1. And the pitch. And that came in inside on kind of a jam shot, and it's popped foul to the left out of play. We'll try it again. So we'll have yet another 2-2 pitch coming in. Hall into the wind and the delivery. Up in the zone, but swung on, lifted in the air, right field, a little bit of a hop, and then the catch made in right for the out. And that will end the inning. That ball was, as I said, hit well, almost on kind of a line, if you will, and that was Allen in right field, able to jump up and make the catch to end the inning. So in the inning for the Lakers, no runs on a hit, no errors, and none left on base. We are halfway home in our ball game today with a score as we head bottom 4. It's Holy Family 3, Roosevelt nothing. This is Roosevelt University softball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
All right, on that happy note, we come back here as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Holy Family with a lead by a score of 3-0 now, and leading it off here for the Tigers will be Rachel Allen. And the first pitch here, cued foul right side, and so it's a strike one count here for Allen. It'll be make that 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the batting order for Holy Family. So Jaden Kelly next, then back to the top of the order, and Riley Hobel. 3-0 game as we play through the middle frames of this contest. And the 0-1. And that'll be up high to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Gloomy day as I look outside the window here at our remote studio. Rain, temperature about 35, looks a lot nicer in Florida. As there's a ball high and away, 2-1. Temperature was 67 degrees at game time. Winds were just about a 4 or 5 mile an hour zephyr today after very breezy days for the first 3 games of the 3 days of play for the Lakers. The worst was yesterday. The winds were howling and gusting up to the mid-30s. There's a swing and a fly ball, high foul fly on the right field line, and that'll be out of play. And so we'll have another chance to continue the at-bat at 2-2. Fly ball and foul ball. Both were the case there, and the ball going out of play. So it's a 2-2 count here to Rachel Allen. Right-handed batter awaits and takes outside. 3-2. Riley Sarnecki checks the wristband. The wind and the 3-2 offering. Payoff pitch here. Misses inside, ball 4. The dreaded leadoff walk. And the Holy Family has a runner on base to lead off their half of the fourth inning. And now Jaden Kelly to the plate. Kelly was out on batter's interference first time up, so she's 0 for 1. And the first pitch here. Bunted, popped up, foul territory, and it lands. Bryn Dvorak at first base came flying in and then had to make a left turn as that ball kept kind of drifting to her left and wound up landing in foul territory. So strike one here now to Jaden Kelly. Lakers will be going up against Walsh University's Cavaliers for the third time this week later on this afternoon at 3:45 Central Time. Swinging a ground ball, foul to the right side. No balls and 2 strikes. Ball tossed back out to Riley Sarnecki. Gets a word of encouragement from Athena Pimeli-Penn, who now returns back to third base. And now we're ready to go. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Just missed on the outside corner. That was about as close as you can to being a miss. So now 1-2 here for Jaden Kelly. One ball, 2 strikes. The wind and the delivery. Inside out swing, line drive caught by Dvorak at first, who steps on the base to double off the runner. And yet another double play. So 2 out of the inning. That's a case there where you have no hope as a base runner. You're going on contact and a line drive caught and no chance. So back to the top of the order, and Riley Hobel now for Holy Family. Takes the first pitch down and in, 1-0. Hobel has a walk and a fielder's choice here in this game. 3-0 ball game. Holy Family the lead. They bat with 2 out and nobody on now here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Taken high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Lakers today with a win here would sweep Holy Family for their 2 meetings this week. When the Lakers play Walsh, as there's a swing and a ground ball to Pameli Penn at third, gloves, steps, throws to first base, and that'll end the inning. So with the help of the double play, Riley Sarnecki able to work around the leadoff walk. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, a walk and none left on base. And we head now to inning number 5 with a score. It is Holy Family 3, Roosevelt nothing. You are tuned to Roosevelt University Softball.
Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court.
The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and
Bryn Dvorak leading it off here as we head to the top of the 5th inning, and the Lakers right now so far having been shut out on just 1 hit as they trail 3-0. First pitch missing outside, 1-0 now to Bryn Dvorak. Kinsey Hall into the wide and the delivery. Over but low, 2-0. Holy Family, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Lakers, no runs on a hit and no errors. Here's Dvorak awaiting the 2-0. Strike called at the letters. Dvorak, Williams, and Gallegos do up for the Lakers here in this inning. Two balls, 1 strike. Dvorak 0 for 1, grounding out to shortstop first time up. There's a pop foul right side, and that'll be out of play. So that'll move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kinsey Hall allowing just 1 hit so far through 4 innings of work in the circle for Holy Family. Has walked 1 and fanned 4 batters today. Here comes the 2-2 up high, 3-2 now. Let's see here. The Lakers maybe able to get a leadoff walk. See if that provides a little momentum boost, but it hasn't happened yet as here comes the payoff pitch. And there is ball 4, high and inside, so a leadoff walk for Bryn Dvorak. That'll bring up now Caitlin Williams. Williams walked and then was out trying to steal second back in the 2nd inning. So the second walk issued in the game for Kinsey Hall. Here's the first pitch, and that'll be bunted foul left of home plate. That was a pop-up as well. Top of 5, 3-0. Holy Family with a lead. Lakers won the opening game between these two teams, 4-3, coming from behind late. That was, at the time, the second of 2 straight losses for Holy Family in the opposing team's final at bat. There's a heater high and tight for a ball to make it 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the offering. And that'll be in for a strike. Williams had the bat squared, decided to pull it back and let the pitch go by, but it was a called strike nonetheless. So she's behind at a ball and 2 strikes. Hall into the wind and the 1-2. High and outside. Williams not chasing after that one. And now it is even at 2-2. Williams back into the batter's box. Stance set back in the box. Now the umpire calling time. The board has 3-2. I saw the umpire signal. Wanted to confirm on the count, but he now has put up 2-2 on the board. And so now we're squared away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch up in the zone, but fouled off to the left. So we will try it again at 2-2. Back with it today, 3:45 p.m. Scheduled start time, Roosevelt against Walsh. Then 2 more tomorrow before the Lakers head home. They'll be back next Wednesday. There's a swing and a pop-up left side of the infield, caught near the left edge of the circle there at third base for the out. Ball did not go very high into the air, and it was Madison Grubb at third making the play. So 1 out of the inning for Bianca Gallegos. Bianca, a strikeout victim on a swinging strikeout back in the 2nd inning. First pitch here, up high, 1-0. Yeah, I always say that too when calling the pitches, that first pitch, and then I'll say 1-0, 0-1. It actually is kind of inherent since it's the first pitch. It'll either be ball 1 or strike 1. There's a check swing, pop-up, lands to the left of home plate. That pitch came high and inside. And Gallego started to swing, checked it up, but the ball made contact with the bat anyway, and it winds up to be a foul ball strike. 1-1. Isis Enriquez next, then it would be Libby Krakis for the Lakers. If the inning continues that far for RU, they trail 3-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. Their offense today so far has been shut down. The pitch, swing and a miss. Really good off-speed pitch there from Hall. And now Gallegos behind at a ball and 2 strikes. Well, always, just as a fan, you like to see pitchers, whether it be softball or baseball, change speeds, move the location around. There's a pop-up behind home plate and out of play. Always trying to keep the hitter guessing. Gallegos back into the batter's box. And another 1-2 on the way. Softly swung on and grounded to first base. Glove there at first, and then a tag applied by Gorka. And the tag was not made. She tried to reach out and apply the tag, but Gallegos got around it. And so everybody will be safe, and the Lakers have runners at first and second. Infield single there, and here's Isis Enriquez. Now the umpires will confer for a 3rd time in the game, and that didn't last long as the safe call is made. We talked about this when the Lakers played on this time and earlier on in the week. The camera feed that we're getting, the camera is blurred a little bit to the right half, maybe the right third of the screen. And that's where that play took place. Thought the tag initially was made, but it was not. The inning continues, swung on, and a high foul fly deep down the left field side of the out of play near the corner. 0-1 to Isis Enriquez, who is 0-4-1 with a swinging strikeout in this game. Isis, as she stands at the plate, representing the tying run as the Lakers trail at 3-0. New ball tossed into play. And Enriquez back into the batter's box, holding the bat aloft. Now pulling it back over her shoulder and taking the pitch outside. 1-1. Well, for the Lakers, this is the first time today they've been able to have a runner reach as far as second base. 1-1 count and the pitch. Pop foul back of home plate. 1-2. Enriquez out of the box, still waiting. Now back in and ready to go. Hall back on the pitcher's rubber. And the pitch. Heater high. 2-2. Mentioned earlier on in the game, referring to the pitcher's rubber as the pitcher's plate. And that's what it was always referred to when I played Little League ball back in the day, and the rule book had it referred to. There's a foul back. It was referred to as the pitcher's plate. I wonder, I may take a look one day when I have probably too much time on my hands and see if it's still referred to that in the rule book. I kind of like the sound of it. Pitcher's plate. Here's the delivery. Off speed, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Perfectly placed pitch there by Hall, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 away for Libby Krakis. Krakis 0 for 1 with a strikeout. As Kinsey Hall looking to strand the 2 runners aboard at first and second for Roosevelt. The key at bat in this game right now as the first pitch fastball up high, 1-0. That last strikeout, the 5th of the game for Hall. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a pitch that was kind of down and in the zone. So a ball and a strike. Raina Hilliard would be next, and then the order will recycle back to the top of the list. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Foul tipped at home plate, and it's now 1-2. And Kinsey Hall is a strike away from getting out of this mini jam. Kinsley Hall, sophomore from Frankfort, Delaware. And the wind and the pitch. Popped up, right side out of play, and we'll try it again. Kinsley Hall, back and ready to go. Majors in management marketing. Hall now back on the rubber. And the wind and the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. That'll end the inning. Strike 3 called on the Hall. Bouncing back with a pair of called third strikes to end the frame. So Kinsley Hall gets out of the mini jam. As in the inning for the Lakers. No runs on a hit. No errors. A walk and 2 left on base. We go bottom 5 with a score. It is Holy Family 3, Roosevelt nothing. This is Roosevelt University softball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Well, we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It is a 3-0 lead for Holy Family. 2, 3, and 4 heart of the order coming up for Holy Family. Madison Grubb to start it off. Grubb is halfway to a cycle with a single, a double, and a run scored here this afternoon. And the wind of the first pitch from Riley Sarnecki, and that'll be in for a called strike on the inner half, 0-1. Well, I look out the window here at our remote studio in the Chicago area. It is snowing. So the snow falling from here and sunshine in Philadelphia. Well, maybe it's sunny in Philadelphia. There's a swing and a miss in the count. In the count now 0-2 here. It is sunny in Florida. Well, maybe I'll look up the weather in Philadelphia now. See what's going on there. Why not? No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the delivery. Riser high to make it 1-2. Grubb, Letizia, and Claiborne due up here now for Holy Family. The snowflakes gently wafting down from the cloudy skies in the northwest suburbs of Chicagoland. Here comes the 1-2. And that'll miss, and it'll square up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Riley Sarnecki so far has allowed a hit in 2 innings of work. Has walked 2 and struck out 2. And here's the 2-2. Down and in. And a full count. So a miss here, and Grubb would reach base for the 3rd time in the ball game. As Sarnecki looks in, and now the pitch. And that'll be a grounder deep in the hole at short. Glove there, quick throw to first base, and that'll be out number 1. Sharply hit, but Enriquez at short, no trouble there. And getting the assist on the throw to first base, and 1 away in the inning for now Alexis Letizia. Letizia has her front foot, as there's a swing and a foul back, and 0-1 the count. Letizia has flied to center and also singled and was out at home plate later on in the 3rd inning. And as she stands in the box, has her front foot, her left foot, right on the line, on the left line of the batter's box, kind of balancing on the ball of her foot with her heel up in the air. Now she moves that front foot forward, ready to swing, but she takes the pitch high. 1 ball and 1 strike. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Lakers trail it by a score of 3-0. Holy Family, 2 runs in the 2nd, then they tacked on 1 more in the 3rd. Next pitch, kind of a half swing foul to the right side out of play. Makes it 1-2, and the Lakers really fortunate that they're only behind by 3, which I was talking about this yesterday. 3 runs, still a close game. As in the inning, in the 2nd, the 3rd, when Holy Family tallied the 1 run, they had the bases loaded at one point in that inning with a run in and nobody out, but they settled for the run. There's a ball outside. So that'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of 5. Holy Family, the 3-0 lead. And the 2-2. Grounded towards second base. 2 steps to the right, then the throw, and that'll get away from first base. Quickly retrieved, and so Letizia is aboard. Hilliard moving 2 steps to her right at second, but hurried the throw, and it got away from Bryn Dvorak, so that'll be an E4, first error of the game. And now Emma Claiborne to the plate here for Holy Family. Claiborne has hit into a double play and walked. First pitch here, swinging, pop-up foul right side out of play. 0-1 the count. Lindsey Gorka would be next, and then it would be Kylie Jones here for Holy Family. Sarnecki checks the wristband and the pitch. Down and in, skips away from Libby Krakus, and that will be Letizia now taking second base. I'm going to guess that'll be scored a wild pitch. Yes, it will. So an error and a wild pitch, putting a runner in scoring position now for Holy Family. The count on the board now, a ball and a strike to Claiborne. There's a chopper over the circle, and it'll sneak into center field for a base hit. Runner rounding third, throw to the plate, and it's well ahead of the runner who's now in a rundown. Throw back to Pameli Penn at third, who applies the tag for the out. That'll be an 8-2-5 put out on the bases, and that keeps the Lakers in touch for the moment. It's still just a 3-0 ball game. Claiborne with a single, taking second on the throw into the plate. And Letizia out at home plate for the second time today, actually out technically at third. So now that'll bring to the plate Lindsay Gorka. Gorka, 2 for 2. A pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. One hopper. Great play by Athena Pameli Penn at third, moving in toward the shortstop area there. Lunged out, made a one-hand catch, then fired to first for the out. And the Lakers defense able to keep things relatively close here in this fifth inning. So the threat ends for Holy Family. No runs in the inning on a hit, an error, and one left on base. We head to the sixth, and it stays Holy Family 3, Roosevelt nothing. This is Roosevelt University softball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court.
The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Well, Kinsley Hall working on a 2-hit shutout right now as we go to the top of the sixth inning. And the Lakers with work to do here, trailing at 3-0, 9-1-2 in the Roosevelt order on the way. So it'll be Raina Hilliard to lead it off here now for RU. Followed by Ella Dvorak and then Athena Pameli Penn as the Lakers trail it here by a score of 3-0. Hilliard 0 for 1. Flied out in the first time to the plate in the third inning and taking the first pitch for a letter-high strike. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Holy Family. No runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Lakers. Riley Zarnecki able to pitch around the error in the last half inning. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and lofted toward left field, dropping quickly, but will it be caught? And no, it will drop in front of the left fielder, Kelly, for the base hit. And the Lakers have a leadoff base runner aboard. So now back to the top of the order, and Ella Dvorak. Well, off the bat, I thought that ball would have more carry than it did. I thought Kelly would have a chance to get to it, but it landed in front. So here now is Ella Dvorak. And bunts the ball, and a little spin foul to the left of home plate. 0-1 here. Ella is 1 for 2, a ground out and a single. In the fourth inning, she singled and was out trying to steal at second base. Kinsley Hall back on the pitching rubber here. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Caught the outside edge for a called strike. Runner started to go, then went back to first base. There was a throw from behind the plate from Letizia to second base, but no tag needed as Hilliard quickly got back to the bag at first. The count now to Ella Dvorak is no balls and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Kind of a check swing pop-up behind home plate. We'll stay at 0-2. Lakers 4-2 so far this week in Florida. Got a great doubleheader sweep yesterday. Pair of hard-fought wins. As we head toward the final games of the Florida swing for the Lakers, there's a ball outside. So 1-2 now for Ella Dvorak. Ella, the left-handed batter, awaiting. The wind and the delivery. Check swing, chopper. Gloved at third near the circle, and a throw to second base gets the lead runner. Good play there by Madison Grubb. Came in, fielded the ball right near the left edge of the circle, and fired to second immediately to get the lead runner. So Hilliard forced at second. That's the first out of the inning. Dvorak aboard on a 5-4, I believe the scoring will be on that fielder's choice. And here's Athena Pameli-Penn. Yeah, 5-4 on the putout. And here's Pameli-Penn, and the first pitch to Athena, high and away. Pameli-Penn 0 for 2, a pop out to second and a fly out to center field. Top of 6, Lakers trailing at 3-0 in game 1 of 2 today for RU. Unlike the previous days, the Lakers will have a little bit of a break between their first and second games today, as this next pitch coming in down and inside, 1 ball and 1 strike now. Correction, it is 2-0 on the count. Holy family with 2 runs in the second, 1 in the third, trying to make that lead hold up as we play in the 6th. Here's the 2-0. Over but low to make it 3-0. Lakers were able to put 2 runners on base back in the 5th inning, but Kinsley Hall getting out of it there. Getting 2 strikeouts for the second and third outs of the inning. 3-0 here in the delivery. High ball 4, 4-pitch walk, putting runners at first and second now for Roosevelt. So 2 on, 1 away for Kendall Pearson. And the first pitch taken low. That walk just now to Athena Pameli-Penn, the third issued by Kinsley Hall in this game. 1 ball, no strikes for Pearson, who has a strikeout and a line out to right field. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled to the left out of play. So a ball and a strike for Kendall Pearson. We play in the 6th inning, 3-0 ball game. Lakers trailing, looking to close the gap as they have 2 on and 1 away in the inning. Pearson stands in, and the pitch. Bunted, and it'll be spun foul to the left of home plate there. It went up the third base line by about maybe 6 feet, and then spun left. So it goes as a strike, and now Pearson behind at 1-2. Pearson squares the bat, pulled it back, and then checked to swing, and it hit right above the bat handle and bounced immediately left for a foul ball, and so the count holds 1-2. Beyond the day at 3:45 for game number 2 today. Although, goes without saying in a way that start times can be delayed with an event of this size. Pop foul left side out of play. I mean, trying to remember, I believe it is it 4 fields? Actually, I think it's more, plus a main softball, fast pitch softball stadium that the Lakers will play in tomorrow night. In their game, I believe that's against Tiffin tomorrow night in that facility. Great facility in Melbourne. Swinging a pop Up short left field, 3 players converging on it, and it will drop in short left field, and everybody will be safe. Well, the best chance for an out there defensively for Holy Family was Jones, the shortstop, and went out, tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch while looking directly into the sun, could not come up with it. And let's see here. Nope, now the runner was. Let's see here what the scoring is. It looked like that ball dropped in. And Dvorak out at third base on a 6-5 putout. So that turns out to be basically a base hit here, scored for Pearson. And then Dvorak out at third base for the second out of the inning. Dvorak did pull in and was there at second base standing for a bit, thought she was safe, but then she came off the bag and checking. There's a little bit of glare out there in left field. That's the second time it's been hard to tell whether a ball was caught or landed in left field. Anyway, after all that, runners now at first and second. And Bryn Dvorak batting now. And after the first pitch missed inside, the second one caught the inside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. Right-handed hitter Dvorak walked last time up. She's officially 0 for 1. The wind and the pitch. Swung on. That ball hit on the line right at center field. Backing up 2 steps as Hobel reaches up, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Good contact there, but it results in an out. And the inning comes to an end. So the Lakers threaten but do not score. As in the inning, no runs for the Lakers. On a hit, a walk, and 2 left on base. We go bottom 6 with a score. It is Holy Family 3, Roosevelt nothing. You're tuned to Roosevelt University softball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
All right, we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Kylie Jones leading it off here for Holy Family now, as Holy Family looking to get some insurance. They lead at 3-0. Kylie Jones, the senior from Holmville, Pennsylvania. Left-handed batter standing in. And the wind in the first pitch. That'll be sliced foul, left side on a play. Jones, Wiley, and Allen do up here in the Holy Family 6th inning. Well, the Lakers now will need a minimum of 3, but their offense today has been shut down. Kinsley Hall, a great performance in the circle so far today for Holy Family, allowing 4 hits, striking out 6 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 0-1. Pop up left side, foul territory. Everybody going after it, and it is out of our view. And will it be an out or a foul ball? And it will be an out. So 1 away in the inning. And that ball was caught by Athena Pameli-Penn at third, and now that'll bring up Gabrielle Wiley. First pitch here. Fouled back. Wiley 0 for 2 in the game. Grounded out to third and also has struck out swinging this afternoon. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-0, Holy Family with a lead. The wind and the 0-1. jammed and popped up, lands behind the circle, gloved at second. Quick throw to first in time for the out. Good play there at second base. A little floater. And coming into field, kind of north and east of the circle there, at second was Hilliard, who made a fine play to get the out at first, 2 away in the inning. Here's Rachel Allen. Allen, a fielder's choice and a walk, has an RBI as well. First pitch here to the right-handed hitter, way up high and outside. Well, the Lakers with one more chance offensively. Looking ahead, Williams, Gallegos, and Enriquez due up here for Roosevelt as we approach the top of the 7th inning. Still in bottom 6 here, 2 out, nobody on for Holy Family. They have a 3-0 lead. The pitch. Topper, and it'll be a fair ball out to the circle. Fielded there, and a throw to first base, and that'll end the inning. So a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for Holy Family. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Last chance for the Lakers here. We head top of 7 with a score. Holy Family 3, Roosevelt nothing. This is Roosevelt University softball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court.
The course.
The track. GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Last chance here for the Lakers as we head to the top of the 7th inning. And it'll be Caitlin Williams to start it off here now for RU. As Kinsley Hall trying to finish off what would be a complete game shutout. Right-hander in the circle and ready to go. And pitch number 1 is swung on and looped out toward right center field. It'll fall in for a base hit. Good start for the Lakers. Caitlin Williams reaching base for the second time today. She also has a walk and a pop out. And now that'll bring up Bianca Gallegos. That's the 5th hit of the day for the Lakers. And Gallegos now standing in. She is 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single. Need one more base runner to bring that tying run to the plate. Wind in the pitch. Down and away, 1-0. Runner going. Is that ball getting away from behind the plate from Letizia, and Williams is able to advance to second. That'll be scored a wild pitch. 1-0 to Gallegos, the delivery. Strike on the outside corner. That was a really generous strike zone on that pitch. And Caitlin Williams now in a 1-1 count. Top of 7, 3-0, Holy Family with a lead. Here comes the 1-1 from Hall. And that'll be a riser swung on and missed by Williams. And so now Caitlin needs to go into protect mode here as it is a 1-2 count. Williams back into the box. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, I believe. I'll double check. I believe that's strikeout number 7 for Kinsley Hall. Yes, it is. As Gallegos batting there as I continue the strikes and balls in the bat for Caitlin Williams in my scorebook. So it was Gallegos with a strikeout, 1 away in the inning. And now here's Isis Enriquez. 7 strikeouts now for Kinsley Hall. Enriquez is 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. 1 swinging, and last time up she was caught looking. So 1 on, 1 out, top of 7. 3-0 Holy Family with a lead. Kinsley Hall into the wind and the pitch. Popped up, right side, foul territory. Playable here. Letizia underneath it, reaches back and makes the catch. That was a tenuous situation there, as Letizia maybe went a step too far and had to kind of step back, but was able to make the play for the second out of the inning. And that will leave it up now to Libby Krakus. Last hope for the Lakers. We're in danger of having a 2-game winning streak snapped here. It would be the first time this week that the Lakers would have lost their first game on any given day. Krakus over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Raina Hilliard would be next if the inning continues. 1 ball, no strikes. Caitlin Williams at second base. Lakers still searching for that next base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. The pitch on 1-0. Inside, and now Williams will steal third with an uncontested response there. No throw made by Letizia behind the plate. So a stolen base and a runner at third now with a 2-0 count here to Libby Krakus. So the Lakers are runner 60 feet away now, and the delivery. In for a called strike. Well, the shutout here for Kinsley Hall in danger. Obviously, that's secondary to a win, but sure Hall would certainly like to claim the shutout, as she has blanked the Lakers so far through the first 6 innings of the game. Here comes the 2-1. Lofted into the air, right field, coming on here, and that catch made, and the game comes to an end. That's the blurred out part of our screen, so had to wait. The catch was made, and the game ends. And so the win streak ends. Kinsley Hall gets the shutout win here as well, going the distance, allowing 5 hits, walking 3, striking out 7. Lakers no runs in the inning, and a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Final totals in the game for Holy Family: 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Lakers no runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. So the Lakers go to 4-3 this week, and they'll have about the next 2.5 hours off, and then we'll be back with you as well at 3:45 Central Time today. Roosevelt against Walsh. Our great thanks to the sports information staff at Holy Family for providing us the statistics and live stats feed for today's game. So our great thanks to them, and our thanks to all of you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Again, the final here today: Holy Family 3 and Roosevelt nothing. Hope you'll join us later on this afternoon for the second game of our split doubleheader. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for joining us, and for now, we wish you all a very pleasant good afternoon.